Using this spot trading strategy, I was able to earn about $50 from all my trades. I managed to do all this on the ByBit exchange, without using leverage or margin, and absolutely safely, without any risks. Therefore, in this video, I will tell you about the safest spot trading strategy on the ByBit exchange without leverage and margin. So hit like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. I will tell you how it can be done. As you understand, spot trading is much safer than futures trading because the risks of losing all our assets when trading on spot are much lower. When we buy a currency, we own it, and it cannot just disappear. We fully own our asset. However, if we trade futures, we do not own our assets. Therefore, we can lose the entire amount we enter into trades with. Therefore, there are numerous safe strategies for spot trading. Of course, when acquiring a currency, there is a risk that the price of this currency may fall. Nevertheless, we do not lose the coin itself, and it can also grow at any time, so it is safe. But if you are not well versed in how to trade on spot, how to secure profits, then this video is definitely for you. Because in this video, we will use a spot grid bot that will trade for us. All we have to do is correctly set all the parameters. As you can see, I invested just $50 and put it in a spot grid bot. It brought me $25 of net profit. Also, after closing the bot and selling all the assets, that's another $27 on top because the P&L was 47%. Accordingly, we took out a net profit of $25. And when we sold all our assets, we got another $27. It came out to about $50 in total. After the first successful trade on the spot bot, I decided to try another interesting currency and also launch a spot bot. I now have one spot bot active, trading on the XAI currency. As you can see, it's also going well here. There's a profit of $10 and a nice P&L of $12. I invested $74 here, and it all happens passively. That is, we just set the settings correctly. I'll show you what settings I have set. And that's it. And we go about our business. Our spot bot trades on its own. To give you an idea of what it looks like, as you can see, we have certain lines here along which the bot trades. We set them when setting up our grid bot. The bot independently buys at each grid and gradually sells our assets. Suppose it bought here, sold a little here, sold a little here, sold a little here, here, and so on. That is, gradually, little by little, it sells. As soon as the price pulls back a bit, it buys it. And gradually, over the entire time that the price change occurs, our bot trades and secures us profit. It's very important to set a grid bot to the currency that you, at least personally, are confident in and want to invest in for the long term. That is, if you set a grid bot on any random currency, of course, you can earn, but before setting a grid bot, of course, you need to analyze the currency in which you are ready to invest for the long term. For example, you can do this with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now making interesting pullbacks back up. On these pullbacks, you can also earn. For example, I really liked the currency XAI, so I generally set a grid bot on it because this currency started to grow very well. I entered the deal at $0.8, and at the peak, the price of this currency was $1.50, which accordingly over all this range, my bot traded this currency and secured profit. The first currency I traded was the Zeta currency. It also had a decent growth. I was a bit confident in it and wanted to invest in it for the long term, so I set a grid bot there. As you can see, everything is very nice and beautiful here. Moreover, without my intervention, I just set up the grid bot and that's it. Then I just went about my business, traded other assets, and just looked here, observed, checked specifically for you to show how profitable it is to use a spot grid bot in general. I tried a grid bot on 2 currencies, and overall I am completely satisfied with the result. That is, I did not go into the negatives and almost made a profit everywhere. So for a newbie, I think this is the most convenient and optimal option. If you even have $50, $100, you can safely use it and try it. It is much safer than if you traded yourself. Well, let's move on to how you can set up a grid bot so that we can earn from it. We go to the spot trading section. Look, we have Bitcoin here. Then we press Tools, then we need to choose a spot grid bot. We press on the spot grid bot. Here they immediately offer us an artificial intelligence strategy. Here it is immediately written APR and percentage profits. But we are not interested, because it's better to set everything manually. So we choose manual, and then choose low price and upper price respectively. That is, the lowest price from which we will trade, and the highest which will trade our bot. If we look at Bitcoin, then according to my forecasts, personally mine, I do not think that the price will fall below 59,000. So let's set from 59,000. I think it's quite possible that Bitcoin can reach 100,000. Let's set such values for the future, because if we buy Bitcoin, then most likely we buy it for the long term. And further, what is very important, here you can choose from 2 to 135 grids. Let me show you what. For example, 15 grids look like. 15 grids look like this. That is, here bought and here sold. Yes, accordingly. If we sell in such positions, then we can earn more. But, as you see, there are also these small pullbacks. That is, we reached here, we have not yet bought. So it is more profitable to put as many grids as possible, so that more can be earned. Let's say 35 grids will look somehow more interesting. That is, we will buy each pullback, resell, and, accordingly, earn. I think 35 will be quite enough. At your discretion to analyze, look how often the price reaches one value or another, and set the grid count independently. Next, we need to choose how much we are ready to invest. It is written here, the minimum investment amount for this grid value, let's say. If we put 100 grids, well, for example, 100, then here is your minimum amount to get a plus. It's $320. Accordingly, if there is no such amount, then it makes no sense for us to set so many grids. So, let's say 35 grids, at already $242. We can set 22 grids, for example. Let's check. This is already $90. Overall, acceptable, we can trade and earn a little. We choose the amount we are ready to invest, let's say here $90. Next, we can also choose additional settings and set stop loss and take profit. You can also set all this in order to fix more and better profit. Well, after that, we just press Create GridBot, and the page with our GridBot will look something like this. It will indicate the total investment amount, PNL, grid ARP, and, of course, the net profit, which we can withdraw with one button. We press Withdraw, and here it is written how much we can withdraw so that our GridBot continues to work successfully and efficiently. Suppose, now I can withdraw only $4, because $5 I already withdrew, and unfortunately, I cannot withdraw another $5 there, because then the bot will not work quite correctly, it will lack certain funds to trade in the plus. Therefore, the amounts that we can withdraw are indicated here. That is, now I can calmly withdraw another $4. Basically, that's how it all works. As soon as you understand that you no longer want to trade on a GridBot, you can just press Delete Bot, and here it can offer you several options. This is either convert the entire amount to USDT, or convert some part to the currency you invested in, and part to USDT. Or it can simply convert all your investments into this currency. And accordingly, you will already make the decision yourself, what to do with it, either sell it or keep it further. Everything is very simple and convenient. In principle, I believe that trading on the spot is quite safe. And in principle, if you understand well how to trade, how to earn and fix profit on this, then the spot GridBot is a great option for you. I too was a beginner at one time and did not understand how to earn on this. That is, I buy a coin, it grows, and I do nothing with it, and it is very important to fix the profit. Suppose if you were buying any currency independently, it would be profitable for you to fix a small profit at every certain growth. There, 30% of all your investments. Suppose the price reached from $1 to $2, sold 30%, then reached a little higher, sold another 30% from the remaining amount, and so on. This is also one of the strategies. But if you want to know more about how to trade personally without a spot GridBot, then write about it in the comments. I will definitely tell you how to trade personally. If you have already, suppose, purchased some coin, but do not know how to fix the profit, just do not understand, well, the coin is growing. Now I do not want to sell it, and I want to touch the profit a little. So you need to carefully monitor the market and set limit orders for sale at the price you need. Thank as on viewers, like, subscribe to the channel, and do not miss new videos from the world of cryptocurrency. Earn with us. See you soon.